By all accounts, Anneliese Michel was just like any other 16-year-old girl. Born in Germany on the 21st of September 1952, Anneliese grew up in a religious household with her parents and 3 sisters. She went to Mass twice a week, enjoyed school, and her teachers described her as happy and well-liked. But this all changed shortly after her 16th birthday in 1968, when she blacked out and was found walking around in a trance-like state with glazed eyes. Anneliese did not recall the events, but soon after, she would start having seizures. Doctors soon diagnosed her with epilepsy and prescribed a number of medications for treatment of various psychoses, including schizophrenia, disturbed behavior and delusions, and convulsions. Despite this, her condition only worsened. She started hearing knocking on the walls, voices in her ear telling her that she would rot in hell and that she was damned. She would see what she described as devil faces, and developed an aversion to holy objects. Her mother recalls an incident where she stood before the statue of the Virgin Mary with jet black eyes. Anneliese would suffer more and more frequent convulsions, and began eating spiders and coal. She bit the head off a dead bird and would lick her own urine off the floor. The Michel family became desperate. The medication wasn't working. The psychiatric practitioners had no answers. So, as a last resort, they contacted several priests begging for an exorcism to be performed. But they were turned down every time. The church advised them to continue with the medical treatment until they met with priest Ernest Alt, who immediately believed that Anneliese was taken over by satanic forces and declared that she didn't look like an epileptic. Eventually, in 1975, the local bishop allowed the exorcism rites to be performed, and at that, she received the first of many exorcisms. But once more, this only served to make things worse. Michel believed that she was possessed by 6 demons, and that to remove herself of them, she had to starve. After 10 months, 67 exorcisms, each lasting up to 4 hours, Anneliese Michel died in her home of malnutrition and dehydration at the age of 26. She weighed only 30 kilograms or 68 pounds. Anneliese's parents and the 2 Roman Catholic priests were found guilty of negligent homicide and were sentenced to 6 months in jail, which was eventually reduced to 3 years of probation, as well as a fine. But what do you think? Was Anneliese Michel suffering from an undiagnosed psychiatric disorder, or could she really have been possessed?